Alright, so let's talk real quick about using functions with the struct. So we've created the person struct, and we've used this throughout some of the other video examples here. And let's see if we can now make a function to leverage perhaps the array that we were dealing with in the last video. Let's go ahead and use a function to get a person's attributes and add that to the array of that struct. So let's go ahead and make an instance of the struct here. Let's go ahead and use person, and let's call it how about students. Okay, so let's call it students. Fix that there. Okay, now we're going to make an array of these students, and let's say we have three students. Just to keep it simplistic here and quick. So we have 3 students here, an array of 3 students. Let's go ahead and make a function to get all of that student info for each one. So let's go ahead and create the function get students, or get student rather. Okay, and there we are. So what is the return type for when you're using a struct, when you want to send data in, but you want it to return a struct? Well, if you want to return the struct, you can, right? You could return one of these here. We can't, deal with multiple types. You can't, return a string and a int and a char from one function here. You would have to do some other reference type of variables or handle them different. Now the beautiful thing about grouping all of that member data underneath one thing, a structure, it's now one thing, and we can return that one thing back from main where we've declared it here. So if we want to return a person, we can return a person. So we'll use person, which is now our data type, to say, hey, we're going to return a person from this function. Okay. Now we're going to pass in one element, which is going to be one struct per call. Okay, so it's only one per call. So let's make person, and let's just do x just for simplicity's sake here, since we don't know what's going to come in here. So we'll just say, each thing that's in here is going to be x. All right, so we'll say cn x dot name, cn x dot I think it was age, cn x dot height, which is our double, and then cn x dot eye color. That's what it was. And something just froze. There we go. Whoops, caught up here. Okay. So now we got all of our attributes here. Now we're going to go ahead and return the x struct that we just finished building. So now we return that. Okay, so I'm done with this function. I'm going to go ahead and prototype it. So there it is, and let me build a real quick for loop. For int I equals 0. I is less than, we only have 3 elements, I plus plus. Alright, so we'll go ahead and pop this in here, and that's going to be the function call. And I want to get a person and then store that inside of this array. So I'm going to need to use students, and then say I, whichever element I'm on, is assigned with, and then the function call, get student, and then I need to send students I, there we go. Why? Sorry, let me move my microphone real quick out of the way. There we go. All right, so all this is going to do is make an array and then call that function, which is going to get all the data from that, and then store it into store each one of these structs into the array of structs. Cool. Now, if I wanted to complete this here, I could also have a void function that says display, and it takes a person, and we'll also just do X, and we'll just have some cout statements. Cout x dot name, and we'll need to have each one of these for let's see, name, age, height, eye color, and we'll just go ahead and change these down. That is height. There it is, and eye color. There it is. All right, so each time that this is called, we can go ahead and display all these out. So I'm going to go ahead and just copy this as well, just to keep this moving along here, and we're going to call display, and there we go. So we're just calling the function now. Okay, let me go ahead and prototype this function, because I don't think I did. Nope, I did not. All right, let's go ahead and run this. I'll pull this over here. Let's see. How about Tim, and age is let's say 19, and height is 6 feet. Eye color is blue, and next is going to be Tom. We'll say he is 23, and he is 5.9, and we'll say the next one is going to be Tammy, and she will be let's say 20, and she will be 5'5", and brown for eye color. There we go. And then the display function is called. You see Tim, age, and it's basically just repeating all of the data that I just put in. So there it is. It's messy, as we did not dedicate some time for functionality here. But there it is. So that is dealing with void functions and passing the struct in, and also returning functions that will return an entire struct. So there it is. All right, hopefully you found that helpful. Let me know if there's any questions surrounding that.